Live from KSAT 12, the news at 5:30 starts right now.
First up at 5:30, a man is dead after being shot in the front yard of a house over on the west side. San Antonio police say the suspect is the victim's ex-girlfriend's father. Jonathan Cotto tells us what happened.
There was heavy police presence at this West Side home after reports of a shooting around 4:30 this morning. A neighbor who lives right next door to the crime scene says he doesn't know what happened, but he came outside after hearing a woman scream.
So I came outside and I saw somebody on the ground, and I thought they were drunk or passed out, or maybe they hit their head on the concrete. And so I went over there, and my neighbor was on the phone with the police department.
Now, this is the vehicle police say belonged to the victim's ex-girlfriend. He arrived on scene early this morning and began to vandalize her car moments before running onto the front yard. And it was when he got onto the front yard, police say the owner of the home came outside with a gun to confront him, fired one shot as the victim rushed towards him. Police say the homeowner told him to leave his property. Ramirez says as his neighbor was on the phone with police, he began to perform CPR.
I don't even know who he was. Like I said, I thought it was my neighbor.
Okay.
And when I just saw it wasn't him, I didn't know. I just did what he told me. He said, do compressions. So.
EMS arrived shortly after and worked to save his life, but the 29-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. The investigation is ongoing. Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
We have an update now on a fatal wrong-way crash that happened on I-35 yesterday. One of the two victims has now been identified. The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office says 25-year-old Daniela Lute died in that crash. San Antonio police say a suspected drunk driver hit a Nissan Rogue on I-35 near Eisenhower and Walsham Road. Lute was in that Nissan and died along with another person. The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office has not yet released the other victim's identity. The suspected drunk driver's truck turned upside down and caught fire following the crash. The driver was taken to BAMC. They are now facing 2 counts of intoxication manslaughter. South Padre Island police are looking for a motive behind the murder of 3 women at a home in the beach community there. Right now, a 23-year-old man has been arrested in connection with those murders. Police have not released his identity yet. The women found shot to death this morning after police responded to a family disturbance call. The suspect was not at the scene when police arrived, but later turned himself in. The victims' identities have not yet been released. However, we do know they were 46, 47, and 65 years old, and they were all from the Houston area. Back here closer to home, BAMC is taking on more trauma patients as COVID hospitalizations continue to rise across South Texas. In total, 22 counties will transfer their higher level care patients to the medical center. The deputy commander for surgical services at BAMC says the change is to make sure the regional trauma system continues to work smoothly despite the current COVID surge. BAMC is a level 1 trauma center, and this is the 3rd time since the pandemic began that they have taken on more trauma patients. The hope for so-called return to normalcy from COVID-19 appears to be fading fast. The Delta variant is surging across the country, mainly in the unvaccinated population. John Lawrence reports.
Hospitals are filling up as the U.S. experiences another surge of COVID-19, especially in the South, where vaccination rates are low.
The virus has changed. We went from a virus that was formidable but didn't transmit nearly as well as the virus we're dealing with today, and that's the Delta variant.
The U.S. daily average for new COVID-19 cases is above 100,000, according to Johns Hopkins University. That's a high not seen since February.
We would not be in the place we are right now with this Delta surge if we'd been more effective in getting everybody to take advantage of these immunizations. And now we're paying a terrible price as the cases go up quickly.
Roughly half of the U.S. has yet to get vaccinated. Health officials say this could give rise to new variants.
Sooner or later, you may get a constellation of mutations that would lead to a variant that might evade the vaccine much more than the current Delta is evading.
The virus has claimed more than 616,000 lives since January of last year.
In the last 10 days, we have had 6 members of our church who have passed away from COVID. 4 of them were under the age of 35. All of them were healthy, and the only thing they had in common is that each of them were not vaccinated.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Meanwhile, if you are in the San Antonio area and still in need of a COVID vaccine shot, here are some opportunities for you tomorrow. The Alamo City Barber College giving away Pfizer and the Johnson & Johnson shot from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The San Antonio Zoo is giving out second doses of the Pfizer and J&J shots from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Second Baptist Church is also giving away those same shots from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. For more vaccination events throughout the week ahead, just go to our website at KSAT.com to look for those. Whataburger is giving back to teachers just in time for back to school. More than 400 teachers stopped by the drive-through event outside the Museum today. Each teacher gifted with a new set of school supplies, Whataburger merchandise, and of course, some burgers. It's all part of the company's Feeding Student Success program. Organizers say they wanted to show their appreciation for teachers today because they know those teachers are so important to our community.
San Antonio is a home for us, and we just love sharing with our community and honoring teachers who are a backbone of our community, and this is a special event for us.
Today's event not only celebrated teachers, but Whataburger itself, because today is the company's 71st anniversary. Happy anniversary. And speaking of back to school this morning, as part of Leading SA, we spoke with SAISD Superintendent Pedro Martinez. He talked about the safety measures in place before students return to class in that district and other changes for the new school year ahead. To watch that full interview, head to our website at KSAT.com and look for the Leading SA tab. Still ahead on the news at 5:30, find out how you can get a chance to be an astronaut without even traveling to space. And up next, the Olympics are over, but COVID cases connected to the event are still happening. We'll have the latest tally of those cases right after this. 27 new COVID cases linked to the Olympics today, bringing the total number of infections to 436 since the Games started. The new cases did not involve any athletes. That's according to Tokyo 2020 organizers on the final day of the Games. They were all among contractors, media members, volunteers, and Games-related personnel. Meanwhile, Tokyo reported more than 4,500 new cases on Saturday and more than 4,000 new cases daily for 4 consecutive days in a row now. NASA is looking for a few good men and women to help them simulate a mission to Mars. You just need to be a healthy, non-smoking U.S. citizen between the ages of 30 and 55. But this is not an actual mission into outer space. Instead, the Crew Health and Performance Exploration analog will have a 4-person team living in a 1,700-foot module for a year at the Johnson Space Center. NASA hopes the lessons learned will help them prepare for the real-life challenges posed by future missions to Mars.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And just like that, the president is joining animatronic presidents of years past at Disney World in Florida. The latest animatronic debuted this weekend. Biden himself recorded audio of his presidential oath of office, which is used in the attraction. The Hall of Presidents has been featured at the Magic Kingdom Park since opening day in 1971.
Yes, very good memories of my mom making us go to that.
That was always a nice place to cool off, though. The AC in there is perfect.
Oh, yeah. And it's educational. And it's cool. Thanks, Mom. Outside with live cams, some fair weather clouds, temperatures climbing into the 90s. We've got heat index readings across the board, above 100 degrees. So it is hot out there and things really won't change much over the next several days. We'll get into your forecast for the week ahead shortly. First, checking on the aquifer, up just 0.3 of a foot in the past 24 hours. Mold still moderate today, up a couple hundred as far as the count goes from where it was yesterday, holding steady right around 940. I'll be right back with a look at your forecast for the week ahead.
Katie spent a little time poolside early afternoon with the dog, Crazy Daisy. She had to get some swimming in to swim out the badness, so I left her at home today. And I tell you what, the breeze was super nice out there.
Very nice. That's really making all the difference because we do have some really elevated heat index readings even as we get into the evening hours. Before we dive into what's happening right now, I want to give you a quick look at what we're expecting for the week ahead. This will be a big week for some of our area kiddos as some of our school districts head back to the classroom this week. Weather really won't be an issue. It's going to be hot out there, but you won't have a whole lot of rain to contend with. Really no rain. We'll pick up some low and rain chances by the start of next weekend. But for this work and school week, things will be pretty quiet. Typical summertime heat for us here in South Texas. 92 at the airport now. Our dew point is in the low 70s, so that makes it feel like 99. That's what that high dew point number does for us. It tacks on several degrees to the heat index, so that's what it feels like to our bodies. But as Tim mentioned, thankfully, again today, we've got breezy conditions, and that just, keeps it from feeling too oppressively humid out there. Across the area, air temperature in white. Then when you factor in the humidity, the heat index is in yellow. That's, again, what it feels like to our bodies. Heat index of 100 out in Hondo, 103 in Gonzales. I do want to point out Beeville over to Victoria. Beeville, your sensor typically reads the dew points a bit higher than it actually is. So I do think your heat index is closer to what they're reading there in Victoria, but essentially anywhere between 100 and 105. But again, very thankful for the breeze today. Winds out of the south-southeast around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And the breeze will hang tight this evening. So we're going to keep that breeze in place as we wrap up the weekend. South-southeast winds 10 to 20 all the way through about 10 o'clock. They'll start to let up a little bit as we get closer to midnight. But this evening, if you need to get out, maybe do a little bit of yard work, if you're just prepping for the week ahead, that breeze will hang with us. That'll be nice. 91 at 7 p.m. down to 81 by 11 o'clock. Tomorrow, very similar to the weather that we've had around this weekend. Mid to upper 70s in the morning with a couple hours of some morning clouds, then mostly sunny by the afternoon. High temperatures mid to upper 90s. Again, the heat index will be elevated again tomorrow, but again, tomorrow, we'll have another nice breeze in place. South-southeast winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Our heat indices will continue to read generally up to around 105 during our peak heating hours this week. The bottom row of numbers here, that's our air temperatures. But again, when you factor in the humidity, our heat indices will be up near 105 each afternoon this week. So that summertime heat is not going anywhere. And we really won't even have an opportunity to cool off with an afternoon pop-up shower. Rain chances are 0. Essentially through the end of the week. We'll throw in a chance of a stray shower here or there by Friday, but it's going to be a dry week for us here with the focus staying on some summertime heat. Rainfall potential over the next 7 days for most of us. It's a big 0, a goose egg, but especially off east of 35 between San Antonio and Houston. That's where there will be the opportunity in the afternoons to see a couple little coastal showers develop. But even from places like Goliad up to Cuero and DeWitt County, Hallettsville, Lavaca County, that's still for you just a 20% chance for a passing thunder shower as we get into tomorrow afternoon, but also for the next several afternoons this week. For the rest of us, essentially a 0% chance of rain. So things will be quiet this week. Things are starting to pick up in the tropics. 2 areas that the National Hurricane Center is watching for some potential development. So at some point this week, we could have a new tropical depression or tropical storm. Those will be working west toward parts of the Caribbean. And of course, we'll keep you updated if it looks like anything could wander into the Gulf of Mexico. That likely wouldn't be for another 7 to 10 days from now. So we'll keep a close eye on the tropics for you. Tomorrow morning, mid to upper 70s for your temperatures, mostly cloudy skies. Break through to mostly sunny skies, just like what we saw this weekend. Tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 90s. That heat index generally 100 to 105 during the heat of the day. And things will stay pretty quiet for much of the week. By next weekend, some low and rain chances return to the forecast. Guys.
Thank you, Katie. All right, Andrew, Jimmy Johnson has his spot in Canton.
That's right. This is a moment Cowboys fans have been waiting to see for a long time. And it's been a long time coming. The 2-time Super Bowl champ was officially enshrined yesterday. Troy Aikman presenting his bust, and it looks like they got the hair right. Plus, Australia ended up on the podium. Special moment for former Spur Patty Mills. Got that for you next.
I guess you're asking, you want to know what I'm going to say about Jerry Jones.
Yeah, I think we all do, Jimmy. The former Cowboys head coach had a lot to say as he was formally inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame last night in Big Board Sports.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
The COVID-19 pandemic pushed the ceremony back 1 year, but Jimmy Johnson is officially a Hall of Famer. The 2-time Super Bowl winning head coach of the Dallas Cowboys took center stage in Canton last night alongside an enormous class of inductees. He thanked a number of Cowboys legends like quarterback Troy Aikman, who presented Johnson for enshrinement, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. But it was impossible for Jimmy not to talk about Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, and it seems like their once icy relationship has truly begun to thaw.
You told me You say, we're going to make sports history before we ever bought the Cowboys, before you bought the Cowboys, because I didn't pay a damn cent. And you know what? We did make sports history. Not only for the Dallas Cowboys, but for the NFL. To go from the worst team in the league 2 years in a row to winning back-to-back Super Bowls and building a heck of a football team. We did it, and let me tell you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Jerry. Thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Joining Jimmy in the class of 2020 is former Cowboys safety Cliff Harris, who was an integral member of the Cowboys' vaunted doomsday defense in the 1970s. Captain Crash, as he was known, made the jump from NAIA star to undrafted rookie, and now he's a Hall of Famer. He will be joined by wide receiver Drew Pearson, who is enshrined tonight as a member of the class of 2020. Meanwhile, the current crop of Cowboys lined up against the Rams yesterday for a hard-hitting scrimmage, and don't tell Connor Williams and Aaron Donald that these practices don't mean anything. Fights and physicality were very apparent, even after head coach Mike McCarthy said heading into the joint practice that he didn't want any fighting because it would disrupt the flow of the practice. So how did he feel about seeing his squad mix it up?
You like fight in your football team, but you don't want fighting because of the discipline of what it does. It's not part of the game, And I think the most important thing is how everybody reacted. We were able to get it under control and you get back to practice. Because obviously that's why the Rams came here, and that's why we agreed to do the practice. We both wanted quality work, and I think we definitely accomplished that today.
Reports are that Dallas is not expected to re-sign wide receiver Michael Gallup. No extension is currently planned. Cowboys will take off until Tuesday. The Texans are hard at work constructing their new culture under head coach David Culley and new defensive coordinator Lovie Smith, who has plenty of work to do patching up one of the NFL's worst overall units. How does third-year defensive end and Texas alum Charles Omenihu feel about Lovie's new system?
I played a kind of similar kind of deal in college. It was multiple, but still was a defensive end, fire technique, strong side defensive end, and then a few times at Texas I was rushing side. So I like it. Lovey's defense produced very, very well in the times that he was in the league. So it's definitely something I look forward to continue to strive in.
The Texans will open preseason play next Saturday against the Packers at Lambeau Field. Fall camp is well underway for UTSA football. The Roadrunners held their annual media day yesterday afternoon in their gorgeous new 95,000 square foot facility, the Roadrunners Athletic Center of Excellence. UTSA enters this season ranked as one of the top teams in Conference USA. New digs and new expectations are a part of the legacy this squad has already left behind. Safety Rashad Wisdom embraces that notion.
Being a part of something like this, feels amazing. Just, from where we were a couple years ago to now in this new facility and, with, our coaches and stuff like that and having to overcome, a lot of different obstacles and stuff like that, just being a part of this, feels great. And I'm really looking forward to, what lies ahead.
The Roadrunners are back to work on Tuesday, getting ready for their season opener on September 4th. Rookie guard Joshua Primo was turning heads in Salt Lake City this past week, especially in the Spurs' most recent Summer League game against the Grizzlies. After playing off the ball for the majority of his career at Alabama, Primo took charge as the primary ball handler and showed he can create offense on his own, scoring 17 points. That's just a hint of his versatility and his potential.
Going into Alabama, I took on a different role, and I accepted that to the fullest and just made sure that I was a great off-ball player. And so now I feel like I have both things. I can do whatever coach needs me to do on the floor.
San Antonio is on their way to Vegas. They'll play their first game tomorrow night against the Timberwolves at 6 p.m. Let's head to the Olympics. Former Spur Patty Mills, still kind of weird to say that actually out loud. He finally got his moment on the podium. Mills scored 42 points and led the Australians to a victory over Luka Doncic and Slovenia in the bronze medal games. It's Australia's first ever Olympic medal in basketball. Even as he's leaving the team for Brooklyn, the old Spurs still managed to stick it to a Maverick. Here's the final medal tally from the Tokyo Olympics. The United States topped the medal chart in every category, 113 total medals, 39 of them gold. And the race to get to the top of that medal table last night was pretty impressive. Congratulations to all the Americans.
Congrats to Team USA. Thank you, Andrew.
You got it.
We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.
All right, we'll do it all over again on Monday. 95 the high temperature. And another breezy day tomorrow. That breeze is hanging around for a few more days. Tim.
And we'll do the news all over again for you tonight at 10 on the Night Beat. We'll see you then. Have a good evening.